we are going to get the first event exclusive hero in Seven Knights. So who is it gonna be?
7K Dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in case you haven't heard or watched the developers notes review video which I put up earlier this week, we are going to have a new event exclusive hero coming on the June 25th update. And if you want to be updated about it, remember to hit that subscribe button and like this video too. So as you know, we already have event heroes in the past like those here, including the 1000 day special check-in event Noho, who is essentially a farmer and whom I also made a video for. But this is the first time where the New World server is going to have a limited time event only hero coming, and I have a few guesses, and we'll be going to the Korea and Japanese server for some hints because they are more advanced and have a lot more cooler heroes. Remember, this hero will be given through a very special Pointer Star quest area, so it is likely that they may give several copies of the hero along the way, or maybe just one at the end. My first prediction is the Chinese Hidden Master Xiang Yu. He was one of those heroes conveniently forgotten after Mythical Awakening happened and till date still not released. I think the possibility exists because players do not need to Mythical Awaken him, so it isn't a big resource drain for an event only hero, and I think he shouldn't impact the meta too much either. I mean, this is the thing about event heroes. You either make them so good so players will participate in the event, or you make them collectibles. And Xiang Yu probably fits into the collectible category. In fact, Xiang Yu is a hero who isn't released on the Japanese server either, and only on the Korea server and the Chinese 12 Odyssey game, which has now closed down. So he is definitely one of the rarer heroes in the entire 7 Knight hero roster. In Korea server, he actually is a 1v1 PvP specialist hero. And if we are thinking of a stronger potential event hero, then I think it's time for Arang to come out. Arang has a Mythical Awakening, so he definitely could fit into the PvP meta as a unique hero. He has a very unique skill called Mutation, which transforms the enemy into a pig, so he is actually somewhat gimmicky and fun too. He is also the Hidden Master representative for Korea, so if they want to retain this, royal and elusive status for him, then I think releasing him as an event only hero makes sense. And honestly, there aren't any more unreleased heroes which can be event-only heroes unless, they drop a completely new world exclusive hero. That could be pretty cool, but I doubt that. I don't think they will release any Demon Lord via this method as well. Now we head over to the Japanese server because they have more funky stuff. Remember how an alternate costume version of Noho became an entirely new event hero? That is something very common in the Japanese server. They have many heroes who are actually individual event units. However, most of these looks are already present in New World as costumes, except this very beautiful Velica aesthetic, which I have been waiting for so long and it still hasn't been released. So if I'm not wrong, this Velica is one of the NPC enemies for the Japanese siege defense. Could they release her as an event exclusive hero? I have no idea what use she could be for though. At least if they released a normal hero, it would be possible to get them to level 50 using Venus over time, unlike Xiang Yu and Arang. Another event hero Japanese server has is this Guan Yu. So this Guan Yu was released when Yonhee was out on the Japanese server, and as you can see, he is a very deep admirer for our dear Yonhee. And I mean, again, I don't know what he could be used for, but he is going to be a collectible. And now that we are on the idea that heroes with varied costumes could potentially be new heroes, there are actually a few costumes which have yet to be released in New World server. I compiled a number of them here, but among all these, there is one that is very different from the rest, and that is the theme costume for Skuld. Isn't it strange that it hasn't been released all this time? And summer is just around the corner, so this is pretty appropriate. Theme costumes have no trace or hint of the original hero, so much so that they could even pass off as an entirely brand new hero if given a new name. So what are the odds that this costume could turn into a new hero? It would be pretty crazy actually, because remember, theme costumes cost 900 to 1000 rubies in New World for Yonhee and Trude. Well, it could be a good thing if they gave us a way to save rubies for sure by releasing this costume as a hero. And finally, I do have one more prediction, but this has the absolute least possibility of happening, and that would be the special hero Anti. She belongs to a brand new faction called the Hyde Reapers, and it is likely she came from another dimension or parallel universe. She doesn't actually affect the storyline too much since she barely has any interaction with existing heroes. Also, since Pointer Star is related to stars and galaxies, launching a dimension related hero through this sounds pretty appropriate to me. But the reason why I say that likelihood is super low is because she is just way too new on the Korea server. I don't think they will put her over too early. So yes, those were my calculated guesses. To be honest, if any other hero was released, I would be kind of underwhelmed. So let me know in the comments who you think and who you wish will come out as the event only hero in the next June update. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much and see you.